Hey everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play Eschalon, Book 1. We are in Grimhold. Looks like we're most of the way done with this place. We went downstairs last time and activated the mechanism that should have opened this gate here, the main gate, and thus made the entire stronghold, I guess, passable again. I also never checked this. In between episodes, well, first of all, a lot of time passed in real time, so I did watch my previous episode, and I think I remember what I was doing and how the game even works. But yeah, obviously the downside of only releasing these videos at a pretty slow pace is that sometimes a lot of time is going to pass in between recording sessions. Which is not ideal if you have my kind of memory. Okay, so anyway, I was back in town. I cleared out my inventory. I made a lot of money. I actually had over 2,000, and then the blacksmith had something interesting. He had this steel falcata, which, well, okay, it looks cool. It only deals 1 more base damage than my previous sword, but hey, an upgrade is an upgrade. I could have bought some lightly enchanted bracers, leather bracers, +1. They just have an extra point of armor. They weren't even super expensive, but I figured, you know, 200 something gold. Actually, I really could have done that, but I figured I'll find some kind of magical item for that slot sooner or later. And yeah, I didn't do it. I bought some extra lockpicks. I made 2 more potions of Keensight because I had the ingredients for them. I bought 2 healing elixirs. You know, I actually stored away the stinger, the poison dagger, and the 2 sealed notes, the first 2 sealed notes, in a container in the inn of Eridel. As far as I'm aware, those items should stay there forever. And, you know, the items that I either know I need, or that I don't know if I'll need them. I mean, I assume that the Easter egg is just that, but who knows? Maybe there's some kind of reason to be carrying it around. And I'm pretty sure that this is just a large emerald that I'm unable to properly identify, and it's really just there for selling, but who knows? And then, of course, there's the amulet that has to do with the main quest. So yeah, anyway, that's my inventory. That's the sword is the one big change. And I made my way back here, and, well, I guess I'll first quickly confirm that the gate is actually open, and that my quest is indeed complete. Yep, sure enough, this was closed before. Yeah, so this mechanism is still broken, but that also means that the goblins won't be able to just close this again. So that's nice. What could possibly be over this way? More goblins, maybe? Well, I know that there are more goblins over that way. Oh. Some lizards. Oh. And even more over here. Well, time to put my new weapon to good use. Okay. Ooh, they're coming after me. Poison, huh? Really? Well, I guess I do have good poison resistance, but that doesn't mean that I'm never going to be poisoned. However, I should hopefully be okay. We have confirmed a while ago that poison does run out eventually. Still, I'm going to quick save. Nothing here, huh? Alright. What? Trap has been sprung. Of course. Sam's Guide to Demon Oil. Okay. Cracked Shield. That's not worth my time. Or my inventory space. Sure. Nope. Well, that was one. Worth it? Probably not. Oh, I'm getting really unlucky with this. Nope. I'm not gonna accept breaking 2 freaking lockpicks on an easy door like this. I could probably just... I guess I'll accept breaking 1. Game, why? Okay, I just want to see if this is even breakable. Oh, well, I mean, in theory, I guess. Yeah, well, I suppose I'll keep trying to pick it instead. Of course it works this time. Brass ring? Wait, that's not even worth a lot of money at all. Bottle of whiskey? Only 5? Worth 4? I guess it's only brass, but still. Oh, and I'm actually no longer poisoned. How nice. Hello. Oh, I'm poisoned again. Sweet. And this apparently is some kind of chapel. I should have saved before opening that. 3? Really? Okay. Not a whole lot to get here. I should probably try to get some rest and get rid of the poison. Okay. I really wonder why the game never spawns any other enemies. Anything but bandits when I'm ambushed. It feels like it should be dependent on... That's iron plate armor? That looks like some kind of rags. Okay. It really feels like the enemies you encounter should be based on where you are, right? The current area. Like, clearly this area should have goblins spawning, at least until you take care of all the goblins, I guess. Yeah, let's consume that. Smooth, you say? Well, good to hear. What is this actually? 3-fingered Sam's Guide to Making Demon Oil. So you want to know how to mix yourself a batch of demon oil. It's easy and fun, and fun for the whole family. First, it's important to be well learned in alchemy, because individuals with sloppy mixing techniques often do not achieve the results they are looking for. I recommend nothing less than 5 levels of alchemy study to create even the most basic demon oil. 10 for a more potent version, and 15 for the strongest version. Okay. Huh. That directly contradicts something I've read online, but... I mean... When in doubt, I'm inclined to believe the game when it says this. Nevertheless, I'm going to try it if I have the ingredients, which I don't. Now for the ingredients. You'll need nothing more than a lump of ambergris as the reagent and sulfur as the reactant. Mix carefully in an empty flask and presto! If all went well, you should have a perfect demon oil. If things don't go well, seek medical attention immediately. If you still can, I guess. Well, I don't have any sulfur, which is also one of the ingredients for healing elixir, of course. And I just used all of my ambergris for the keen sight potions. So, yeah. Oh, that's some good armor. If only I was using heavy armor. Well, okay, I don't need to keep going this way. In fact, I definitely need to be resting more. And I'm going to do that in... well, not all in one go. I guess in parts. No, how would you say that? Look at me struggling with basic English again. There, 70 is a good number, and then I keep resting until it dawns, like so. And I might be good, hopefully, for clearing out the rest of the goblins over down this corridor. Okay. Stupid archer. Okay. Well, he got what he deserved in the end. Lose Half-Helm. Still has several names listed on it, but time has worn them beyond legibility. Sir Edward Rupee. Rupee? Distinguished cavalryman of the Commonwealth Guard. Mug Orehammer. Dwarven engineer whose expertise made Grimhold possible. Oh. And this grave marker has no identification on it at all. That's curious. This leads straight into the forest. And 2 more goblins, of course. Huh? Alright. Getting nicely close to the next level up. And... ooh. How? Why is there an enemy there? How could you possibly get there? Does the presence of the enemy there indicate that it is possible to go there somehow? I mean, I certainly don't see any other reason to be there. How could that be possible? Through some kind of secret passage from here? From over here somewhere? Obviously it's on the other side of the chasm. That's a mystery. I mean, hardly necessary, but 8 experience is 8 experience. Well, maybe I'll take a closer look Let's see if I can find a way there, but honestly, it kind of looks like that enemy just randomly spawns there. I mean, maybe not randomly. I don't know. This might be. In fact, it looks like this guy is the last of his kind. At least in these parts. Yep, sure looks like it. Another torch, sure, why not? Leather jerkin. 15, I guess. And finally, brass locket. Category special. Some bandages, okay. Huh, category special. What else is special? Huh. Okay. I don't know if this is just for selling though. I guess I'll put this with the my key items. Speaking of key items, blue goblin key. I think. Oops. I think I might have gotten this one from the warlord downstairs that I killed. The odd key. Well, either that or the odd key. I got some key from that guy, and the other one from somewhere else down there. This just heals me for a small amount, right? Yeah. Also, what I can actually do is travel from in here, because this does not count as an indoors location. Thus I can just do this. And well, I suppose then, since Grimhole is cleared now, we can continue on our quest to find that to find Lilith in the forest, the heart of the forest, which unfortunately is evidently not central Tangletree Forest. So my next best bet is the lake in northern Tangletree. Nope. Didn't think there were any of these bees left. But apparently I was wrong. No, if I'm not mistaken, I've never really been here. Maybe I've taken a look? Maybe. Northern Tangletree. Yeah. So Lake Atria has to be somewhere around here? Probably not even too far north. Oh no. More bees. Naturally. Except one of them took a wrong turn and got lost. Oh, come on. Yeah, it looks like before I can actually start exploring this place for real, I need to take another rest. Although, well, I mean, we're still about 370 experience away from leveling up. I'll keep going like this for now, and maybe we can kill enough enemies before we run out of health that I can use the level up to heal to full. The road continues this way. But the lake should be more in this direction. If the world map is correct. Ah, this looks promising. Of course, it's perfectly possible that it might not have anything to do with who and what I'm looking for. Nothing at the tip of the heart-shaped lake. In fact, there really is not a whole lot near it so far. More bees, huh? 49% hit chance. Come on. Ah, well. Well, I guess I did hit once. Come on. Can I? Really? I guess not. And of course, now I'm getting completely swarmed. Also took a misstep. When did I quick save? Who knows? Too long ago. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, fair enough. I did get carried away. I guess, okay, at least I was smart enough to save after resting. Well, okay, let's try this again. Maybe I'll go around the northern... the northern shore. Yep, this is definitely where I need to be. Is that Lilith? I mean, who else could it possibly be? You see a woman who's busy cooking. The smell of sweetberry pie fills this quaint cottage deep in the woods. She looks up at you when you enter. Well, hello. What a surprise. I get very few visitors way out here, so deep in Tangletree. My name is Lilith. What can I do for you? Well, that depends. I'm exploring this area. Is there anything you can tell me about this region? Here to rob you, wench? Yeah, no, not quite. I have been told to locate you and show you this amulet. Indeed, that is true. Maybe I'll try to do some small talk first. So what can you tell me about this region? Also, forget. Coming back from Avernum 4, I forget that there is no quick selecting with number keys. I know a lot about this area, as I've lived here for many years. Is there anything specific you're looking for? Huh. Supplies. There any areas in or around Tanglewood that would be wise for me to know about? I mean... Yes, a word of caution. Due west of here is a very dangerous area called Baron's Thicket. There was once a hunting camp owned by Lord Thorndyke located there. He kept it stocked with carniraptors, bipedal reptiles, that can strip flesh from bone in seconds. That sounds awful. No one tended to the camp after the war began, and the carniraptors have escaped. And they now roam freely throughout Baron's Thicket. I recommend that you do not travel straight west from here. Beyond Baron's Thicket is an abandoned town named Vela, on the shores of Bottomless Lake. It fell to a goblin raid over a year ago, and is nothing more than a flooded ghost town now. Word is that goblins still reside there, but I don't travel that way, and the carniraptors of Baron's Thicket seem to deter them from making their way east. Makes sense. Good thing the carniraptors aren't expanding toward the east. Anything else? There's not much south of here. Well, yeah, tell me about it. Miles of forest eventually ending on the shores of the Salted Coast. Just a bit southeast of here is Grimhold, the fortress that once connected the eastern shores with the rest of Thermor. I've not visited it in more than a year since the guards have abandoned it. Last I heard, it is no longer safe, overrun with goblins who made their way up from the south along the eastern rift. If you're interested in a bit of historical sightseeing, there is a preserve just north of here, built to protect an old tree. People say the tree is the offspring of the first tree of Tanglewood. I've visited it a couple of times, but I've never seen anything special about it. It just looks like an old tree to me. Huh. Well, thanks. I guess I'll check that out eventually. Could you tell me where I could get some supplies? Personally, I get all my supplies from Bordertown. It's a small camp just half a day walk north of here, right outside of Darkford. It's nothing more than a refugee camp, but the merchants there always have what I need. Southwest of here, outside the forest, is an old mining town called Blackwater. Okay, southwest of here. It's a longer walk, but worth a journey, as the merchants are always well stocked. However, they don't take kindly to refugees and transients, and they require visitors to pay a gate tax to enter the town. They use the money to support their own militia, and because of this, Blackwater has fared better than most towns in Thermore. That's about it, other than Eridel, but that is a couple days' walk east of here. The capital, Bastion Spire, has been closed off for quite some time now. Oh, okay, that's good to know. Presumably I'll have to find a way in there at some point. What can you tell me about this war? What can I tell you? I think it is very suspicious, that's what I can tell you. A couple years ago, this gem, the Crux of Ages, supposedly disappeared, and the Chancellor declared war with these Auricore creatures that no one seems to know anything about. Soon after that, most of Thermore is overrun with goblins and all sorts of vermin from the underground. The Chancellor, rather than defend this region, just closes off all the exit points and leaves everyone here to defend themselves. What kind of war plan is that? I'm one of the lucky ones. I can take care of myself, and this forest has protected me fairly well, but the rest of Thermore may never recover from this war. Well. Okay, I have been told to locate you and show you this amulet. And that loaded me up. 400 experience. Nice. Lilith looks at the amulet. In fact, yeah, okay. Lilith looks at the amulet in your hand and then reaches for it, pausing for a moment to ensure you agree to her actions. She carefully takes it from your hand and holds it to the light, slowly rotating it to enhance the contrast of shadows across the front and back surfaces. There, ever so faint, strange and nearly invisible markings reveal themselves across the face of the amulet. This is indeed authentic. Do you know what this is? No, I don't. I received a mysterious note telling me that you could identify it for me. A slight smile forms in the corners of Lilith's mouth, and you suddenly get the feeling this is not going to be as easy as you hoped it would be. Sure, I can tell you what this amulet is, but it appears that I have the upper hand in this matter. She says impishly as she hands you back the amulet. You want information that I possess, and there is a task that I would ask of you. If you perform this job for me, I'll gladly tell you what this amulet is. I guess I have little choice. Tell me what you need done. Very good. I knew you were a man of quality judgment. Lilith tosses a rag covered in berry stains over her shoulder. Well, during your travels through Tangletree, you may have noticed unusually large wasps flying about. I sure have. They're called hive drones, and they are very aggressive. Their numbers have increased, and I believe it is because a hive queen has settled somewhere in this area. I need you to find the hive and kill the hive queen. Been there, done that. When she's gone, the drones will leave this area and search for a new queen. Under any other circumstances, my skills with the blade would be more than enough to do this job myself, but it turns out I'm extremely allergic to bee stings. Do this job for me. Wait, bee stings? But these are wasps. Do this job for me, and I will tell you everything you need to know about the amulet. I mean, sure. I like it when quest givers ask me things that I've already done. Excellent. A few days ago I was searching for mushrooms near Whistling Cave. Yeah, oh, that was your... No, wait. We found out that there was some kind of smuggler's den. So that's probably what the... that's probably who those footprints were from. Right, Whistling Cave, yep. I'm sure the hive is in there. Oh no, really? The Queen's Stinger is a quest item? I should have figured as much, of course. Man, that would suck if I had actually kept playing as a dagger user. Super happy about this magical powerful dagger that I got just for killing that bee, and then having to turn it into her as a quest item. Well, indeed, I cannot even tell her that I have slain the beast. Okay, well, fair enough, I guess. There's no helping it. Thankfully I put it where I can find it easily. I'll just have to walk back to Lilith's house. No huge deal. There it is. Well, I did level up. So let's see here. Intelligence. I mean, I could just increase my intelligence to 10 and be able to cast basic spells without having to rely on that Thinker's Cap that I'm now using, and use that slot for something more useful in the future. I think I'm just going to go ahead and do that. Concentration. Many different skills and stats. Wait. For example, picklocks? No. Okay, bows depend on concentration. I actually have pretty good sword skill. Right, I also was thinking about getting the dodge skill, right? I wonder. I mean, I feel like I'm dealing with the enemies I've been encountering lately alright. Yeah, I think I'll do it. I'll get the dodge skill. Mostly because I feel like it's appropriate for the type of character I want to be playing. You know, 1% chance to dodge enemy attacks obviously doesn't do much. But if I put the occasional point in there, now that I have unlocked the skill. Wait, can I not scroll this list? Why can I not? That's strange, isn't it? Not sure why it doesn't let me scroll the list. I'm sure that's all right. More strength? Sure. Yeah, let's go maybe for 30 strength. That sounds like a good value. Yes. Okay, 7 more hit points. Nice. Okay. Survival 5. What was that again? Oh, the cloak. Survival 5. Okay, right. All right. Intelligence 12. Yep. Actually, I have never tried reading a scroll. Maybe I should do that. Just because I'm curious to see how it works. Above my skill level. Oh, elemental skill needs to be 1. Okay, never mind. Maybe that point was wasted. I mean, I suppose intelligence has some kind of secondary benefits as well. And while I'm here, of course, I can go ahead and sell some things. Actually, I'm gonna copy this. That's demon oil. That is ambergris plus sulfur. I think demon oil, I think we've seen that. That's just an explosive throwing item, right? So unfortunately it depends on the throwing skill, if I remember correctly. Which means that it's probably not even as useful. Not even that useful to me. But, you know, I have the formula now for what it's worth. Alright. Yes, please. Can sell this to you. And this for 2 gold. Yay. Oh, actually she has some new stuff. +1 to damage. Yeah, no. It's not that useful. It's just mercury. Invisibility. She does sell sulfur. And roll 7, of course, potions. Lesser cure lesser disease. Maybe I should be carrying one of these in case I come across some kind of disease that I cannot resist. that might not be a terrible idea. Just in case. Yeah. And if she has new inventory, then the blacksmith probably does too. Yep, or does he? Yeah, actually he does. Studded leather boots. Unarmed combat +2. They're also, I think, better than what I have. Yes, sure are. 300 though for an extra point of armor? I don't think so. Ooh. Leather of the Prowler. I mean, it's 2 armor? Yeah. Unfortunately, if it were more armor, I would probably buy it. Although, for 1,000, that's a steep price. The thing is, I really don't need to... I don't need more move silently. That's the thing. First of all, I'll sell these things here. I could buy a couple extra arrows, I guess. Sure. In fact, I could buy a couple more. You know what? I could even buy all of his arrows. So I don't have to worry. Oh, and of course now he has another steel falcata. Now that he started selling it once. I don't know, maybe... Yeah, there's demon oil, actually. Maybe NPC inventory is dependent on your level, and better stuff is going to become available as you reach certain level milestones. Actually, I did not consider the weight. That is a problem. I could stash some extra arrows in this container here. I think I'll do that. I definitely don't need to be carrying more than, I don't know, maybe 200 arrows with me. Wait. No. So it's 333, 233 that is. In there. There we go. Yeah, that looks a bit better. Still a little bit heavy. But that's okay. Alright, and now... Wait. Base damage 2? Didn't it? Wasn't it? Base damage 3? Huh. Maybe not. Probably not. Why would it be weaker now? I guess I'm just misremembering. Yeah, well... Grimhold West. And I guess I'll pause real quick while I make my way back up to Lilith's house. And we're back here. No special encounters along the way. I have killed the Hive Queen. Here is her stinger. 500 experience. Nice. Although, wow, this is a long way to go. 10,000 experience for the next level. That is actually extremely rough. Wow. I hadn't even really realized how long of a gap this was suddenly. Congratulations. That was no easy task for sure. Any remaining Hive drones in the area will move on eventually, in search of another queen. As for the stinger itself, you can keep it. Why? I only needed to see it as proof of your actions. Now onto the business at hand. Do you still have that amulet with you? Sure. You pull out the strange amulet and hold it up, showing her that you still possess it. Alright then, Lilith says. Here's what I can tell you about your amulet. It is actually a key. A very special key. As Lilith speaks, you rotate the amulet in the light and examine its design. Across its face you see finely etched characters, but they seem foreign to you. That key of yours will unlock a box in a place called the Underground Repository. Have you heard of it? I feel like I actually have, but I can't quite place it now. Let's say no. Well, it is a special vault designed for people who need a place to store their valuables with no questions asked. It's also very secure. In more than 200 years since it was built, the security of the repository has never been compromised. So it's just a bank? It's more than just a bank. The Underground Repository is a service that provides uncompromised security and anonymity to its members. People who use the repository are considered part of a secret society who protect other members by upholding a set of strict policies. These people all share two things: the repository and the code of conduct that goes with it. It is even rumored that the Chancellor himself uses the repository, though you'll never find anyone who will confirm or deny that. And this amulet key unlocks the box there? Yes. Okay, quest has been added. This key is paired with a security vault in the repository. Vault number 26 to be exact, according to the marks across its face. Just show the Vault Master your amulet and you will be allowed to enter and retrieve whatever is stored in the vault. I will warn you now. The management of the repository have zero tolerance for trespassing or snooping around in general, so do your business and leave. And where exactly is this underground repository located? Well, unfortunately I can't tell you its exact location, but just go to the town of Blackwater and snoop around a bit. Don't bother to ask anyone about it, because nobody there knows anything. Well, at least they'll act like they don't know anything. In fact, just talking about it can get you killed, so do the right thing and stay quiet. If you look around long enough, you'll find what you're searching for. Well, that's all very mysterious. How do you know so much about all this? Have we met before? No, I have never met you before. However, because you possess that amulet, we share a comradeship. Lilith touches an unseen object hanging from her neck, which is tucked inside her blouse. During my previous profession, I acquired several assets, which I now store at the repository. That is all I will say about that. As I said, people who use the repository share this code of silence. Don't ask about other people's deposits, and don't tell others of yours. Well, thank you for your time, Lilith. Okay. This stinger business was a little bit unfortunate, but, you know. I mean, yes? If you're okay with me snooping around here? 0% chance. Huh. Do I really want to hack my way through here? Nah. I guess I'm good. Lilith seems like a nice person, until proven otherwise. Alright, well, that was... That all sounds very mysterious. Let's see here. Blackwater... Oh, Blackwater's all the way over there. That's pretty far away. Huh. Also, I'm pretty sure there weren't any ways to the west from southern or central Tangle Tree Forest. Maybe there's going to be a way west from here. But I think I want to head north toward Bordertown and Dogford before heading over there anyway. And there's Baron's Thicket and Vela by the Bottomless Lake. And Camp Thorndyke, which she didn't even mention. And then of course north of here is supposedly that ancient tree, which I'm sure there must have more going on than she indicated. I don't know, maybe it really didn't do anything for her, but maybe something more important, something more interesting is going to happen when I visit. I'm definitely planning to find out. Well, but for now, I guess I'll look around this heart-shaped lake again. This time, much better prepared. Right. Still have to deal with these annoying slimes. I am up to an 86% hit chance against these, which is pretty decent. There's nothing down here. Stupid needle brushes. So pointless. No, actually, I mean, they're very pointy, but you know what I mean. It's also getting dark. Maybe we can fight a bee or two, or wasp, I guess, before it's fully night. Maybe not. Okay. Huh? Not enough room. Okay. Not sure what was blocking me there, but... But if the game says so, there they are. Right around the corner. 70% chance against the wasps. Still I'll take ungodly amounts of damage. Nope. Okay. Chest. Ooh. Started leather boots. Unarmed common +2. Well, that's a coincidence. Ringmail leggings +1, which I will happily sell. I'll take these for the extra armor. For sure. I did see another wasp over here somewhere. Yes. Actually, it looks like the path ends here. Yes. Okay. Alright. Mapped out most of it, seems like. Well, there's a little corner that I didn't fully map. That's okay. So I guess the only way... The only other way is over here. It's interesting. I mean, I don't know. Is it interesting? Maybe not. I guess the thing is that this part of the forest is just not as well tangled, I guess, as the southern regions. It's much more of a straightforward path with this one giant path off to the side. What does the quest say, actually? Okay. Underground repository. I mean, this entire place seems kind of unlikely in a world like this, but... Well, let's just accept it. Number 26. Right. The rest is not changed. Oh. Seems like... Oh. Maybe this small swarm of bees here spawned down here because I entered this clearing. Or else why would 3 of them have appeared here where I've previously passed through? Who knows? Oh. This is really bad. I know I was complaining about always being ambushed. This is so bad. This is terrible. There's no way. Yep, absolutely no way. I know I was complaining about always being ambushed by the same old thugs. And I guess I've leveled enough to maybe it's level dependent. It might be. Maybe now it's always gonna be goblins, but you know, I wish it was not just half a dozen goblin archers surrounding me on all sides, because that's just not something you can survive. Oh wow. I was gonna say, well, maybe if it's only 3, but no. Of course. It's 5 again. Okay, let's try this again. Gonna wait till 40. Save. Keep resting. It's just safer this way. I guess I can continue like this. Come on. Right, Vela, Darkford, Blackwater. South Blackwater? Did I miss something? Because I'm sure... Was there a way to the west? Did I just not see it, or... Now I'm actually tempted to go back and check again. I wish I could look at other maps. Okay. And again, I don't plan to go there yet, either way. But if there's a sign saying that it is to the south, then there must be some kind of way, right? There totally is. Okay, never mind. I stand corrected. Well, sorry about this little unnecessary detour. I'm also really curious in those Carniraptors. I mean, I fully expect them to be way above my current level, but I'd still like to at least encounter them once and see how bad they are. This is Baron's Thicket. Okay, this does not bode well at all. The horror! These bodies have been shredded by ravenous beasts. Entrails lay about, pulled from their bodies and partially consumed. Bits of hair and skin appear to have been hanging in the surrounding shrubbery, to even be hanging in the surrounding shrubbery and trees. The death these men must have experienced is unfathomable. Well. So this looks like it might be a proper labyrinth of trees. All kinds of... Oh yeah, this is horrible. This is gonna be a pain to map out and fully explore. Oh, well, there is one. Oh god. The sounds they make. 54 versus 80. I mean, with some luck I could definitely defeat one of them. With some luck and, you know, more than 45 hit points. But yeah, they're definitely very tough. So I guess I'll save this area for later. Yep. I'll even gladly take more of these wasps. Looks like we'll be able to go to the next map up here very soon. Just want to see what it's called. Barrier range region. Okay. Makes sense. Although there should be at least one more area of barrier range to the west of here. Probably the area that will have Camp Thorndyke, north of Baron's Thicket. Yep, so far so good. This might very well be the map that actually contains both Darkford and Bordertown. But before I go here for real, we'll see what else is left on this map. Maybe oh, we'll see. I'll definitely explore this map. Unless there is a lot more to it than meets the eye. And then we'll see how I feel about continuing, or if I'm gonna call it an episode. Oh, and it's definitely time to rest now. Really? I cannot rest here at all? There we go. This game... It's so weird. The game's so finicky about where and when it will allow you to rest. I mean, to be fair, it usually works just about anywhere. Here we go again. I mean, they don't even see me. Hidden in shadow. How many are there? Oh, actually, this helps a lot in dark areas. 4 of them, huh? And they all shoot me. Am I no longer hidden in shadow? Now I am. I mean, there's... Oh, you're fighting. That's the guy I attacked. Huh, looks like the bee is winning. Ooh. Hiding between the trees again, or next to the trees, really. Ah, come on. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna die here. Or am I? Yep. I thought maybe I might actually survive this. For once. But, you know, it really isn't that important. Okay. Seven, 8. Stupid enemies running away. So annoying. of course. As soon as it's actually cornered, it turns around to fight. And I rest again. Alright, 50 health. Let's see. It should last me about a wasp or two. Oh, what is this? Oh, this must be the sanctuary of the tree. Of course. I had actually kind of forgotten about that, to be honest. Of course, it could have actually been on the map north of here. Oh. As you approach the old and crooked little tree, you begin to feel a voice speak to you from within your mind. Human, please approach. I am Ulasef, and I am the direct descendant of the very first tree to take root here more than 10 millennia past. That tree, my greatest grandfather, was the first tree in what your people would later call Tanglewood Forest. I feel grave times are approaching for our kind, both the race of men and trees. Our kind? Okay. I have seen goblins moving through the moonlight. I have heard my brethren speak of the coming war. I speak to you now because I would like to offer you help. Okay, I mean, that's much appreciated, but why now? Why me? Why offer it to me? Yeah, how... Oh, a talking tree wants to help me? How do you know of me? My brethren, my fellow treekin have spoken of you. They have seen your travels. They have seen you smite that which is attacking the land. They have told me you can help defeat this engine of destruction, this coming storm. I have not seen this for myself, because my roots are not connected with theirs. I have been isolated here on this small parcel of earth, so that I am protected from plague and fire if it were to overtake my brethren. It is critical that my lineage does not end, lest it be the end of all trees in Thermor. And so for my continued protection and that of my brethren, I would like to offer you help in the form of a gift. However, before I could give this gift to you, you must first prove your worth. Seriously? I thought the other trees have spoken highly of me. Ah, man. If you can perform a difficult task for me, I will grant you one gift of the treekin to aid you in your efforts. What say you? Well, how am I to prove my worth to a tree? In northwest Krakemir, that's the Goblin Lands, right? The barren lands far to the south, there is a small oasis. Located there is a well, and within the well is water so pure it is unlike anything else in the world. It is water that has filtered through sand and rocks for 1,000 years, and it percolates up from the cool underground to that very spot. But now the goblins have captured the oasis, and they have placed terrible beasts there to guard it. Their plan is to pollute the water source, which will have far-reaching effects on every plant and animal and person in Thermor. I ask that you bring me a flask of water from the oasis. If we can keep just one vial of purest water from being polluted, we can use it to restore the oasis when the Goblin Scourge ends. I'm not really sure how that's supposed to work, but... Okay, sure. I will do this. I will return with your water. I mean, I have no idea how long that will take, because I have no plans for the immediate future to even go near there, but sure. Very good. I do not wish for you to be sent to your death, so please be confident that you are skilled enough to endure the dangers of Krakemir before undertaking my quest. This task is not for the weak nor ill-prepared. Many before you have died attempting to reach this oasis. Well, thanks for at least being honest with me. Huh. Alright, get some pure water for an ancient tree. Sounds good to me. Well, as it turns out, there wasn't a whole lot to do on this map, so I guess I'll continue north a little bit. Maybe we can actually reach one of those two towns up there. We're also still looking for Mary's husband, right? Mary, yeah. North Parish. It should be somewhere north of where she was. which of course is kind of vague. Might be on this map, it might be, well, on this map here, I mean, it might be east of here. The age-old question, do I follow the path or do I stray from the path? And I guess I've already started moving in this direction, so you can guess the answer. Oh. Thugs, huh? Quite a few of them, too. Ooh, nice one. Trapper's gloves, skullduggery +3. Ooh. Okay. Better not die. Nice. So what is this? Another map of Thermore. Huh. I mean, I don't suppose that's any different from the one I have. Also, there's literally no reason not to use these. Yep, sure enough. It's really not worth a whole lot, but I guess I'll take it. It's interesting that you can actually get that as a random drop. Actually, I don't quite remember how I got my map. I think I was handed it by someone? Maybe by the first... by that first guy I was told to visit. Small ruby. Bitter Naga amulet. Okay, toxin resist. I mean, my toxin resistance is pretty decent. And I'm currently having this +3 to hit, which is definitely more valuable to me. But I do appreciate getting some nice drops all of a sudden. Recurved shortbow, 3 damage. I think that's... yeah, that's what I have. But that's worth a good amount of money. So again, no complaints here. Okay, this must be... it's a little bit weird that it displays black, like there was some kind of hole in the ground. But I suppose this is just supposed to indicate that there is massive rock from here on out. So this must be the... what's it called? Barrier range mountains. That's right. You know what? It's getting... well, it's not yet getting dark, but it's about to get dark soon. And my hit points are not looking great, so I'll just use this recently abandoned bandit camp to rest a little bit. Alright. This is looking a little bit better. Can I get through here? Looks like... maybe? Okay. Doesn't really seem like there is anything hidden in the forest there. Although I guess it would be easy enough to miss a chest if there was one randomly in between the trees. sign. Some kind of something. Oh, border town. Sweet. Quick travel. Is this it already? Okay. And this looks like a smithy. Perfect. Not like I have a ton of stuff to load off, but this gives me another place to get rid of surplus loot. You see a blacksmith wielding a large hammer. He looks up towards you as you approach. Hail, traveler. Come here. My name is Eric, and this is my metal shop here in Border Town. Please, let me show you some of my stock. It's short on gold. Do you have any work for me? I mean, always worth asking. I might have something for you, but the job is really tough. Gunther, the metalsmith down in Blackwater, has ordered a smelting crucible from me, and I have not found any way to deliver it to him. Oh, well, I mean, I was planning to head there eventually, so this is pretty much perfect. See, the problem is that it weighs 70 pounds. Oh, that's a lot. After the war began, all the horses in Thamor were gathered up to be used in military service, so there's really no other way to get this down to him other than for someone to carry it. I figured that someone with a strong back or perhaps a keen sense of magic could think up with an ingenious way of transporting it down there. Maybe you're just the guy I'm looking for. Before you just agree to it, remember that it weighs 70 pounds. If you successfully get it to Gunther, he will pay you 600 gold. It's a big job with big pay. I mean... yeah, I'm interested in the job, but I must prepare myself first. When I'm capable of carrying 70 pounds for that distance, I will return to you. I mean, ideally, I'll just walk there. Pretty sure... actually, I'm not sure, but... it might have its own quick travel sign. I'll confirm that. Wait, okay, I can't do it now. So ideally, I'd walk there, activate the quick travel, and then just accept the quest and do it immediately, right? That would be the smart way, if that works. So yeah, I'm definitely interested, just not right now. That's the spirit. Just come back and ask me about the job again when you're ready. Okay. Yep, sure enough, Blackwater is there. So, I mean, I'm assuming that it's just an item that actually weighs 70 pounds, and there is no other limitation there. So if I have enough room in my inventory, and I will have enough room in just a moment, after I sell some of these things. Like... I mean, worst case scenario, I'd drop off some more of my arrows, and I should have enough room easily. Okay, you longbow. That's higher damage than what I'm using, but obviously not really worth it for the price. Studded leather belt is better than my belt. Scout sandals. Cartography +2. Huh, that's interesting. That being said, I don't really... whoops. I don't really need more cartography, so I'm definitely not going to pay that much money for these. Iron bracers, heavy armor, quality cloak, iron half helm, small steel shield. That's 2 armor, same as this. That's a little bit lame. This definitely looks like it should be a lot better. Studded leather hauberk, light armor 3. Okay, this is how much? Not that much. Yeah, I guess I'll buy this, sure. And this belt? Yeah. Wait, hold on. What is this? That's heavy armor, okay. Makes sense. Sword, oh, what? Steel longsword? 5 damage? It is a lot of money though. I wonder if I'm not just going to find one soon enough. Yeah, I don't think I want to pay this much money right now for just 1 extra point of damage. Cool stuff though. Can you tell me a bit about this village? We've been calling this camp Border Town. Most of the people here, myself included, were forced to leave their homes elsewhere in Thamor because of this damn war. We've all traveled north, hoping to pass through Darkford and reach the western lands. Unfortunately, Darkford has been closed by the Chancellor, and the guards are not letting anyone through. Just through or in? Because I actually kind of need to talk to someone there? So, we've all just made temporary homes here waiting for the Chancellor to allow people to pass west again. It's been over a year now and we're still waiting. Well, that doesn't sound good. What is Darkfort? Darkfort is the stronghold that secures Azure Pass through Barrier Range, which separates the eastern and western lands of Thermor. It's really the quickest and safest route west towards Bastion Spire, the capital of Thermor. Eric wipes the sweat from his brow with his soot-covered glove. Until Darkfort is opened, or this war comes to an end, we are all just stuck here. You seem to be making the best of the situation here. Eric chuckles, resting his hammer upon his shoulder. Yes, I suppose so. The captain at Darkfort occasionally orders supplies from me, and I do a lot of work maintaining the soldiers' weapons, not to mention supplying travelers such as yourself. Yeah, I'd say I do more business here than I ever did in Vela. Still, I'd gladly give it up to be able to head home again. What happened to Vela? The same thing that has happened to many of the other towns and villages across Thermor. After the start of the war, we began defending ourselves against salamanders and bloodsippers, supposedly sent from the underworld by the Orokur. This wasn't much more than a nuisance to us. But then the goblins showed up. They came from Krakemir, made their way up the Nimia River in huge numbers. We held them off as long as possible, but then those bastards broke the levee that held back the waters of Bottomless Lake. Vela was flooded, and the survivors fled. Oh. The Chancellor says the goblins are not a concern, but he obviously has no idea what we're up against out here. Yeah, that Chancellor. Well. Inventory. Okay. Looks like we've talked to everything about him. 22 armor. 23 armor. I actually, of course, need to sell these things. What's in there? Oh, wait. Can we just take that? Oh, that's the ceramic crucible. Huh, interesting that we could just go ahead and take it. I thought this game marked items that you can't take as stolen. Maybe not, though. I just want to confirm. Oh, I can't because he's not gonna go away. I mean, he didn't seem to care. There, interested in this fine hammer? Best quality. That's a bit silly, but okay. Oh wait, what is this? The Thirsty Traveler. Actually, I am kind of thirsty. As you enter the small tavern, you realize how temporary it feels. The walls are simple bricks held with mud, and the floor is just fragments of stone pressed into the ground. A young woman greets you. Hello, traveler. I'm Krista, owner of this makeshift tavern here in Bordertown. I have a few items to eat or drink if you're hungry, and I offer many other items for sale that I have acquired from people passing through. What can I get for you? What can you tell me of this area? I'm not completely familiar with this area, actually. I'm just a refugee like everyone else here. I know that just east of here is a huge stronghold that people call Shadowmurk. It's a centuries-old refuge for a cult of eclectic mages. Oh. No one really knows much about them, but I'm always fascinated by the structure when I'm out that way, gathering herbs from the swamps. Which reminds me, stay clear of that area unless you know what you're doing. It is infested with fungal slimes. Oh yeah, tell me about it. I actually had a first taste of that area a while back. Interesting. Krista appears happy to have a customer in her tiny tavern. Right. I'm looking for some work. Got anything? Well, perhaps. I've been hoping to find someone who would be willing to go to Grimhold and retrieve an item for me. You see, my brother was once a soldier stationed at Grimhold. He was a lieutenant, actually. He kept with him a family locket. Ah, I think I have it. A family locket that our mother had given to him for good luck while he was serving in the Commonwealth Guard. When the Chancellor called all the available guards into service, he packed up and shipped out within hours. He left behind a few belongings, the locket being one of them. Now, it isn't worth much, but it has significant sentimental value to us, to both of us. Since Grimhold has been overrun with goblins, I'm more concerned than ever that we may never get it back. I would pay you a couple hundred gold if you were able to find the locket and bring it back to me. I mean, pretty sure I have it already, so yeah. Really? That's great. Okay then, I have something to give you. It is a key to my brother's quarters. He left it with me when passing through on his way west. hopeful that I may have the chance to retrieve it in case he never returned. The locket should be in a chest or cabinet in his room. I don't know where his quarters were located, but you'll obviously know it when you find the lock that this key fits. Rusted key, well, I mean, I obviously broke the lock somehow. Yeah, I think I found the locket. Is this it? Oh yes, it is! Thank you, thank you, thank you! I can't express how happy I am to see this locket again. Well, as promised, here's 200 gold. Thank you again. No problem, especially since I already had it. That's my favorite kind of quest. Let's take a look at your inventory. So, all this junk to you, and this... I mean, obviously I have no need for this key. Alchemist's Cookbook... Wait, Alchemist's Cookbook 2. Elements of Magic. These look like books that are going to impart some kind of skill or knowledge to me. Well, she sells lockpicks, no big surprise there. 5 hit points. Right, Demon Oil Guide. Perception +2. Oh, an attribute ring. +2 to perception. That would help with archery and possibly lockpicking? Not entirely sure. Lantern. Oh. Interesting. How does this work? Does this provide better light than torches? It's not particularly expensive. I'm curious how this works, so yeah, sure. Also, these books are not super expensive, and I will be able to sell them back after I read them, so... I'll take a little bit of a risk here. Maybe I should have saved beforehand, but you know. Elements of Magic. This book is a primer to the elemental realm of arcane magic. It starts by describing the fundamental aspects of the 4 cosmic elements and how magic employs them. You learn the basics of casting, tips on how to suppress aborted spells, okay, and proper somatic postures for more advanced casting. Although this book was clearly written for novices, you feel you've learned quite a bit about elemental magic. Is that so? Nice. So that should allow me to cast this spell and maybe even learn it from the spell, from the scroll? Ah, okay. A Guide to Making Defensive Potions by Senior Alchemist Uru Dogfrost. This lesson book will cover defensive potions to keep you safe during battle or exploration. Most of these mixtures require an alchemy skill of at least 5 or more. There it is again. I mean, I might have enough ingredients to make a couple of these. Actually, I'm gonna pause recording while I copy these. Alrighty. I think I should have the ingredients for some of these. I also wonder if stone skin isn't just a better version of leather skin, or if they actually have different effects. Mana Fortify? That could either temporarily improve your spell points, which would be interesting, or maybe it's some kind of mana shield, where it depletes your hits deplete your mana instead of your hit points for some time. Invisibility might actually come in handy, although I'm already pretty good at being invisible. Let's see here. Save the game. What could be useful? Stone skin, jelly fungus, and serpent venom. Well, we have one of each, so that did not work. Oh, you need an alchemy skill rating of 3 or higher to properly mix this potion. I swear I read somewhere online that Alchemy 2 is enough to mix any potion in the game, and having more is completely unnecessary. This is so weird. Why would... Unless I completely misunderstood what they were saying? Maybe they meant that having more than 2 isn't worth it because skill 2 allows you to make all the necessary potions, and everything you need higher skill for is really not worth it, or something? Weird. I mean, obviously that just didn't work. Huh. Well, okay. Good to know, I guess? I mean, the good thing is it didn't actually use up all of any of my ingredients, or the flask. I did not expect that. Well, either way, I certainly don't need to keep this book around. Or this book. Well, while I'm figuring out things, how does this work? Oh, you have learned the spell. Okay, so you can't even... Maybe the first time you use an unknown spell scroll, you always copy it to your spellbook, basically? Learning the spell? And then using another scroll of the same kind allows you to cast it without using mana? Or maybe that's not how it works at all. Maybe all spell scrolls ever do is teach you the spell. Oh, Predator side mana cost 2. Wow, that's not very pricey at all. Right click? Oh. This spell allows the caster to see the faint electromagnetic aura that all creatures emit, whether they are living, animated, or extra-dimensional. In daylight, this has practically no effect, but in darkness, the caster is able to see all creatures glowing green, which clearly reveals their location. Using Predator Sight, a caster does not receive any penalty for attacking in low light conditions. Spell duration is 40 rounds per casting level. Wow, that's amazing. Ah, okay. Looks like nothing's stopping me from casting it at level 6, which is crazy. 6 times 40 rounds? That's a long time. Has been readied in quick slot 1. Right click to cast. Due to the somatic requirements of casting a spell and your current strength, you are able to only hold 8 pounds while casting. That's not a lot. Remove items from your primary weapon, shield, or gauntlets. Then try casting it. Oh, holding in my weapons. In my hands. Okay. This is only a limitation imposed when NPCs or creatures are near. What do you mean near? How near is near? Within line of sight? Within my field of vision? Oh, okay. I mean, I guess... if nothing else, I can always take off... wait. This is only 3.5 pounds. It's 0.2. Okay, so the gloves actually hardly matter at all. It's mostly the shield. Yeah. Actually, I'm only... wait, how much was it? 6 pounds or 8? I think it was 8. So I'm only 0.5 pounds, 0.7 pounds actually over the limit anyway. So I just need to take off my shields, cast a spell, and then I can put it back on again. Interesting. Wait, and do I... oh. Oh, that's fascinating. That's how that works. Huh. Well. That's cool. I hope that the lantern gives better lighting than torches to be worth it. To be worth the extra effort, you know. But it's nice to have, I guess. Huh. Well, now I can cast spells, and in fact, I think that the Predator Sight spell is actually one of the most useful spells. Oh, yes. Yes, please. Oh, what? Oh, these are steel arrows. It's 1 to damage. Huh. Maybe I'll just use those up before going back to my normal skill, my normal arrows. Or I could sell them, I suppose. Or, you know, actually use them. Maybe that's more useful. Yeah, anyway, the Predator's Sight spell definitely synergizes really well with the type of character I'm playing. Sneaking around in the dark, attacking enemies without a penalty, that seems awesome. Who are you? You see a slender man that looks as if he may be of elvish descent. Oh, I didn't know there were elves in this world. If not half-blooded, at least a quarter. When he sees you make eye contact with him, he motions to you. Greetings, my name is Aaron. Perhaps I could interest you in a lesson in archery or thrown weapons? I am a certified range master, so you'll be learning from the best. In these hard times, you really should know a little something about protecting yourself from danger at a distance. Oh, I don't disagree at all. It all depends on the price. Archery? Oh, okay, of course it's... I mean, yeah, makes sense. It's going to be the same kind of pricing as with cartography. I mean, sure, I'll take 2 levels maybe. for 500. It might actually come in handy. And I'm assuming that he will also only teach me to, you know, up to a certain level. Also, actually, I didn't realize that this spell remained readied. So whenever I click right, use right click, I will try to cast that spell. I mean, that's perfect for now, since I only have that one spell. I also really want to keep going, but we're already over an hour and a half. I guess I should make a cut somewhere, else lest this become a 2-hour episode. I really wasn't expecting this town to just be right here. I thought I'd explore, you know, most of this map, wilderness, killing some things, and then get to the outskirts of town and stop there, but well, things have gone differently. Nope. Guess I'll just have to force myself to stop here, and we'll continue exploring. Oh, 14 gold pieces. Nice. Okay, that thing again. I think I'll, yeah, just continue exploring this place, although it looks like I might have explored most of Border Town at this point, but not quite all of it. And then, of course, over this way should be Dockford, where, if nothing else, we should be able to turn in a quest and probably get some kind of follow-up quest. So yeah, I'll just make a cut here, even though it's a little bit arbitrary, but this episode is definitely long enough as it is. So, as always, I thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and I shall see you real soon. Bye-bye.